Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to the very, very first, and possibly the last, Jcckc's Karaoke Club. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 3 songs. One of them was picked out of the hat earlier, which was suggested by our kids' social, and that is Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. That's going to be the third of today's tunes. First one is going to be a Rhino's original, one that I don't normally get to sing, because the very wonderful Jcckc normally sings the lead on this, but yeah, it's just me. So we're going to do bits and bobs, and then I'm going to do a cover that we normally do, and then we'll get to Here Comes the Sun. Hope you enjoy. Bits and bobs. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you see any bits and bobs on the floor, put them in a relevant box or drawer. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. If you got no motivation, that's procrastination. Here's our invitation. Be the tidy generation. Well, that was bits and bobs. It was fun. I've done that one before. On my own anyway. I'd like to do a David Bowie song now, one that we put in the set quite a lot, always in fact. It always goes out to David and to my dad, but today I'd also like to dedicate it to Bernard's dad and Ruth's mum. This is Starman. Goodbye love, goodbye love. Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, like a soul said. And seemed to fade, came back like a slow voice on a wave of phase. There was no DJ, was crazy cosmic jive. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it. He knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children boogie, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Hey, that's far out, so you heard it too. Turn on the TV, we may pick him up on Sky Sports 2. Look out the window, I can see his lights. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, he'll get us locked up in fright. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it. He knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it. He knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it, let the children lose it, let all the children boogie. I'm imagining you all singing along and waving your hands in the air and going crazy in your kitchen, in your dining room, in your bedroom, in your front room, wherever you are, in your garden. It may stop raining, I don't know. I'm stuck in this dirty, old, dark studio, singing for you. La 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 la. Okay, so here's to the request part of today's proceedings. It was, as I say, Here Comes the Sun, put in by the amazing Arcade Social. If you don't know Arcade Social, why not? You should do. Look them up on Facebook, on Instagram, on all of those social media things. They're brilliant. They're just the best. If you want to put a request in for next week, I'm going to do this every week. I don't care if no one watches. I just enjoy singing for you. Put a request in on @Jcckc on Twitter or on Instagram or the Rockin' Rhinos Facebook page. Just put us a comment there. Names will go in the hat. There were some great suggestions this week. Hands of Love. Not too keen on dogs normally, but it went in the hat. 2 cat ones, cool for cats. Love cats. Ace. Obviously I like cats. And some other great suggestions. The Strokes last night, that would have been a great one to sing. But Here Comes the Sun was picked out. And so I'm just going to start the karaoke machine playing now. So here goes. This is without any rehearsal. This was straight karaoke, okay? As you can probably tell. comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel the ice, it's slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Oops, sorry about that. Well, that was tremendous fun. Thank you very much for requesting that. That, as I said, goes out to the very wonderful Our Kids Social. It could be you that I'm dedicating this to this time next week. Get your comments in, get your requests in, and I will see you next. Let me know what you think of this, if, you know, it's not too rude. Hope you're all well. Stay safe. See you soon.